Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. As sort of previously advertised, yesterday was the Malvern show. We all get good days and we get bad days, and yesterday for me was not a good day. The only bit of cheer really was this. Lovely little note from Megan, and two little visas that were left at the Bournemouth Orchid Society stall for me when we eventually got there, but that's another story. But yeah, I mean, I haven't got the best environment for Deesas. These are not in the best nick, but nonetheless, that's two Deesas that I didn't have before that I've now got, and I'll do what I can with them, and hopefully I can pull those on. I think next year, if at all, is going to be my Deesa year. This year probably isn't, but we'll see how it goes. This one's just opened. I've had this plant a while. The plant's not in the best of health. It's lost most of its leaves. It's got one left, and the other day that had a few spider mites on it that I spotted, so those got dealt with immediately, but it looks like they might have got a hold a bit before I got at them. But anyway, they're gone now. They were on one other plant as well, which I've also dealt with, but it's just come into bloom. It has lovely flowers. They're a delicate shade of pinks and maroons and greens. It's a nice colour combination. They're quite big flowers as well, as you can see. Yeah, it's a pretty flower. I like it. That's a good spike as well for a plant that's only got one leaf. It is a strange plant. It does that. Some of the Oncidium types, they just have a habit of pushing up one new growth. If they're in really good nick, you might get two. Sometimes you might even get three. One will push out from an older bulb, but they tend to just creep forward a bulb at a time, and you're always pushing to get your new growth up and get some decent leaves on it before the old leaves fall off. I'm not sure this one's going to make it. Have we got any new growths showing? It's just been repotted, so I'm like, yeah. There's a sign of a new growth down there. That's the way this one grows. Part of its genetic makeup, it's obviously a complex hybrid, Alicera. That's the way they go. But I love the flower. It's really nice. As you can see, this is not a Malvern Orchid Show video. The day was such that I wasn't in the mood, quite honestly. I got family issues. That's another story, and it's not for YouTube. And I didn't even get my cameras out of the bag. I just lugged them round. I said hello to a few friends. I was a little disappointed because poor old Bart Moat, who was coming over from the States, didn't get the paperwork in time. Don't we all love bureaucracy? I suppose there's a need for it. But so he visited, according to reports, because he'd already gone home. He really enjoyed himself, and he said he'll be back. I hope he will. But that meant I didn't get my Bangkok sunset. Bit disappointed about that. But you can't fight bureaucracy. I think it's just there to mess people about sometimes. But I did buy this one, and even this has got an annoying story with it, because I thought I already had this plant, and it was quite a good plant. This is Miltonia Sunset. It's called other things, depends on who you buy it from, but that's how I know it. And I thought I already had one of these, and patiently waited and got a nice spike and a nice set of blooms, except for the blooms were Bartley Schwartz. And that's not a plant I like. I just don't like those blooms. We've all got our own tastes and everything, and I just find it dull. It's got no sheen to it. And when you're expecting this, which is quite a spectacle, Bartley Schwartz is not what you want. So that went in the auction. I actually got quite a good price for that. Nonetheless, I came home with a little bit of joy, but I didn't have a good day. We all have good days, we all have bad days. So no show video, sorry. I didn't even get my stills camera out. The only bit of good news, I suppose, was Bournemouth Orchid Society's display got a gold, and my little Tolumnia species, I'll put a pop-up up if I can be bothered, got an award of merit at plant level. Now, I've never had a plant award before. I've been part of many gold medal displays, and you know, sort of along that thing, and I've got the odd sort of cup at the Orchid Society and bits and pieces like that. But at an international show, to get an award of merit for one of your plants is pretty good going. So I didn't even notice it. I know that sounds silly, but I just was in one of those moods, and I had a look at our stand and found my plants and thought, oh, they've placed them nicely and everything, and I didn't notice that my plant had a nice award certificate on it. I was told later, and I had to go back and have another look because I didn't believe them. Anyway, so apologies again, no show video, not even a still shot. I didn't even get the camera out of the bag. Didn't stay long. It rained, I got wet, I got cold. It's raining again today. I don't know, sunshine brings a smile, rain doesn't. I'll do some more vids, I'm sure, in the near future, but at the moment family pressures are sort of taking over, so I might not be doing much for a while. See you again, thanks for dropping by. Just a little afterthought, I was just literally looking at my Miltoniopsis down there, and I've also just remembered I didn't pick up the plants for Anna Maria. It just wasn't a good day. Basically, I forgot my wish list, and I forgot to take the names of the plants I was supposed to get for Anna Maria. But on reflection, the little plug plants that were for sale, I did look at them. I was hoping that if I looked at the names on the plug plants, the name might jog my memory as to what I was supposed to get. But I didn't really recognise any of the names, and actually talking to the guy, he said he'd only brought a few anyway. I asked him about his conversations with Anna Maria, and he basically said, oh yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. I do get annoyed with traders who don't deal with their customers properly in a professional manner. If you go into a profession, give it your best. So sorry, Anna Maria, I didn't get your plants. I suppose that saves me worrying about posting them and you paying for them. But they didn't look bad, plants. I wouldn't say, you know, I mean, if I was into buying young plants and bringing them on, I'd have been reasonably happy getting some of those. They didn't look bad. So I don't know whether you want to contact the guy again, but you know, he didn't even remember the conversation. So apologies. Sorry, Anna Maria. Another time maybe.